Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have more Rose Cup battles going up against my friend Trexler. He was with me at the Orlando Cup tournament, had a load of fun. So we're going in with Clefable, Drapion, Metachamp, Steelix, Machamp, and Skarmory, and his team is Drifblim, Wigglytuff, Metachamp, Skarmory, Steelix, and Alolan Mawak. So we are focusing on Drifblim in this game, and let me tell you guys, this Pokemon is an absolute monster. It eats through everything. I mean, obviously it's not really going to be great against the Charm users because if you're Fairy, you're going to resist Bite. So you'll also be taking a lot of damage just because Charm is does a lot of damage, right? So you do have that to watch out for, obviously, when it comes to Bite Drapion. And fighting types will be resisting Bite as well. So if you go up against a Metachamp, which I think is going to be relatively popular, it's not going to be great. Plus, you'll be taking neutral damage, and the charges will be going off fast. So it's not invincible, but it goes through a lot of things, especially Ghost Pokemon that I think are going to be popular. Like if you look at Trexler's team, he has Drifblim, and he also has Alolan Mawak. So those Pokemon definitely going to be huge for this cup, in my opinion, and we'll be trying them out as well, especially that Drifblim with Icy Wind. As you can see, lowering my attack now. So we do have the Machamp out, going for Rock Slide, and he will opt to shield that. Totally fine. At least we took his last shield. Trying to get to another Rock Slide, we actually make it, but he is able to get off his charge move. So I will go ahead and shield the Icy Wind. I am debuffed twice, and because of that I decided to farm up a little bit of extra. Honestly, I wasn't sure if this would KO because of the double debuff, and it does KO. So he does bring out his Steelix, getting off a cross chop to boot. I've been having people ask me to try out close combat in Machamp. I'm not against it, but I just don't want to spend a million TMs to go back and forth, you know. So I'm kind of hesitating just because I have the moveset that I currently like, but maybe I will. Anyway, his Steelix versus my Skarmory, so he's going to get off his charge move Crunch. We'll be able to knock out my Skarmory, and Machamp should be able to steal up the deal as it does. So we do go ahead and take game one. But yeah, now we only have 5 games in this video, but I battle Jokes quite a bit, and you'll see Drapion. That's going to be probably in tomorrow's video, but you'll see Drapion just going to town against a lot of different Pokemon. So yeah, I'm loving Drapion for this cup. Fell Stinger, Aqua Tail is the moveset I have. It also gets Crunch and Sludge Bomb, I believe. So if you want to remove Aqua Tail, I could see that, I guess. So I do bring in my Drapion. He does a Bone Club, and we are weak to Bone Club. It doesn't really do that much. You can see how much Bite is just absolutely eating through his Alolan Mawak. I do decide to shield this. Could have lived it, but I do shield it. Because I just want to try and knock out this Alolan Mawak. We do get off the Fell Stinger. The Fell Stinger actually, the Aqua Tail actually would have knocked him out, whereas Fell Stinger doesn't, although an extra Bite will. So we do raise our attack. I thought he would get off another Bone Club, but he doesn't. He brings in Metacham, and because we're boosted, look how much damage we did to that Metacham. I mean, it is neutral because it's part Psychic and Fighting. We do bring in the Clefable right now. I do go ahead and shield this one up. Gonna be an Ice Punch. Maybe I should have reserved the shield, I don't know. He does bring in his Clefable. The problem I have is he has 2 shields, so I bring in my Machamp to try and feint down his Wigglytuff, as we do, but he brings in his Metacham, and the problem, as I said, is he still has 2 shields, so we're going to try and burn them. I wasn't sure if I was at 2 cross chops, and I actually do get to the second one, so we do successfully get to both cross chops, but he makes a good play and decides not to shield that, knowing he could live a cross chop because he does resist it. He gets off a charge move. Even if I got to Medium Mash, he would have shielded it, so he still would have won. So he does go ahead and pick up that game. So that was a very good game. So we're going to jump into another one, picking up 500 Stardust as well. So I do lead with my Drapion, and he is going to lead with his Steelix. So very interesting. Let's see what happens. I do have to watch out for the Earthquake, of course. So I am going to just... Look how much damage we're doing, guys. Look how much damage. I actually go for the Aqua Tail. I don't know. I probably should have went for Fell Stinger just to boost a Bite. Although, especially since he shielded it, right? You know? But either way, I go ahead and switch in my Skarmory. We do successfully, I believe, catch the Ice Punch. Yes, we do. So we do get the Ice Punch with that Skarmory. And I don't know what moveset he has. I think it's Psychic. let's see. I do decide not to shield this, and it is going to be an Ice Punch. So taking another Ice Punch, charging up a little bit extra, and then we do go for Sky Attack because I thought he could get to another Ice Punch. I guess I could have shielded the Ice Punch and then farmed down the Medicham, but he ends up shielding anyway. Actually, I couldn't have farmed him down because he fainted me with counters. That's fine. But we're up to shield, so looking really nice. We do have the Drapion that comes in, and I am going to go ahead and take this Ice Punch, saving both the shields, trying to feint down as we do. We do successfully feint down that Medicham, so that's awesome. And he will bring in his Skarmory, and I'm going to go for the Aqua Tail because even if I boost my attack, how many more bites would we have really gotten off, right? A couple maybe, because as you can see, I fall right there. But we do have Steelix with 2 shields, and Steelix walls Skarmory really nicely. Loving Steelix for this cup, guys. Absolutely. Really good Pokemon. Obviously, you do have to watch out for fighting types, and Machamp, as well as Medicham, will probably be really important. But it's still a good Pokemon. He actually switches out into a Steelix of his own. Still looking really good because we have the shield, so we can shield this Crunch. And all we have to do is get to an Earthquake. Probably could have maybe taken him out with a Crunch. I was figuring this was probably Crunch as well. In fact, I knew it was, but I decided to shield anyway. And we do get to the Earthquake. Again, actually, I don't think I could have made it. I don't think I could have knocked him out with Crunch. So we do go for that Earthquake to knock him out, and then he brings in his Skarmory. And as I said, Skarmory not going to be able to knock us out, not even with Flash Cannon. Let's see if he goes for the Flash Cannon to at least try to knock me out. He does, but we're going to be able to tank it and go for the Crunch and knock him out. So that is going to be really good for us. And that will knock out Skarmory. So we do go ahead and pick up that game. So very good game. Very good game. I'm still deciding between Clefable and Wigglytuff, which one I like more. On one hand, I like the Wigglytuff because it does resist Shadow Ball, as I mentioned. But you also have to keep in mind that it's neutral because it's normal to fighting types, and fighting types are going to be popular in this cup. Clefable is not neutral. It's just going to resist them, right? So I'm still deciding. But either way, we're trying to get to this Meteor Mesh. We do get to it. He does resist it, but I was expecting the shield. He does shield it up, and then he is going to go for a charge move. I decide not to shield. I'm thinking Shadow Ball. It is a Shadow Ball, so Clefable is going to go down, so that's fine. We bring in Drapion, and nom, look how much damage that bite is doing. So I do block this because I want to keep my Drapion healthy. We could have taken it, but I still decided to block it anyway. So we are just continuing to go to town with Drapion. He does bring in his Medicham. I know it has Ice Punch, and we do take the hit. It's going to be an Ice Punch. Actually, no, I shielded. I guess I shielded last minute. So I'm going to go for Fell Stinger, and we're just going to get off. He's actually going to shield it, maybe expecting the Aqua Tail. And then, yeah, he's just going to go ahead and go for a charge move. Let's see what it is. If it's Dynamic Punch, he should go for it. It's not. It's Ice Punch, so he must have Psychic, I believe. Have I seen Psychic on his Medicham yet? I don't remember. But anyway, for the Wigglytuff, definitely want to go for this Aqua Tail. We're going to be knocked out with one more Charm anyway. So I actually switch out into my Machamp, and I thought I was going to lose this one. Look how much damage we're taking from Machamp. But we're able to get to a Rock Slide and knock him out. But yeah, I thought that Machamp's health was going down way too quick. I'm telling you guys, they probably have to nerf Charm. As I like Charm, but look how much damage we just took. That Machamp easily going down. So you're going to need a Charm user. You're probably going to need a fighting type. I'm loving Drapion. Also loving Skarmory and Steelix. So we'll see. But either way, we are going to be resisting his Charm damage with my Skarmory, so that's good for us. He brings in his Alolan Marowak. Slow on the switch, but that's something I do have to be a little bit better at. So I'm going to take this Bone Club, that's fine. And we're just going to eat away at this Alolan Marowak. You can see how much damage we're doing to it. He's also doing a lot as well because Bone Club is doing a lot of damage because we are weak to it. So we go for the Aqua Tail. I don't think he shields this, probably thinking it was a Fell Sting and he could live and still knock me out. Oh no, never mind. He does shield it. Never mind. I thought he didn't shield it. That's okay. So at least we take a shield. He does win switch advantage. So we're going to bring in Skarmory, and he does hit me with a charge move. I am going to go ahead and shield it up, not wanting to take a Shadow Ball. It's a Bone Club, so nice bait on his end. So we're going to be able to feint that Alolan Marowak. So that's fine. Now let's see what comes out. it is going to be a Medicham, so we're going to go ahead and go for that Sky attack against the Medicham, expecting the shield. Let's see if he shields. He does shield, and then we're going to go ahead and allow him to switch into his Wigglytuff, and we get into the Flash Cannon. So that's good for us. Flash Cannon going to absolutely wipe out that Pokemon. So I switch into my Machamp, and I still have a shield. I do go ahead and shield this one up. So I believe I make a bad mistake. I go for the Rock Slide. I was thinking it was neutral to Medicham. Medicham actually resisted, so I was totally wrong about that. I thought it was neutral, but we were wrong. So he's going to be able to take out my Machamp. Probably should have stayed in with Skarmory, perhaps. Because now he's going to be able to Famous Count and win. So could have won that, but that's okay. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.